hammocking by a raging river, sleeping under an apple tree. Yep, 2 apple trees, and there's apples all over the place. Pretty amazing. That's where I slept. Slept by this. It's heavy rolling because of all the rains that they had. 2 days of rain. And they have a gazebo here, of course, for the hikers. Trash can. And electricity. And benches. To just rest. And to hang my wet gear on the railing. And that's their home. Got a privy back there for the hikers, and the Chieftain Motel is just a shed. There are 3 southbound section hikers sleeping in there right now. Just a wonderful Trail Angel place. It's just wonderful, and I just wish Pokey was here, but he don't think he went as far as I did, and I just passed him. I don't know how I did, but I did. And I'll just wait here for him to come up. So, on this Appalachian Trail map on the privy door at Captain Stash's, once Pokey and I finish the 30 miles left we have of this section, I will have done from the New Hampshire-Vermont border, past Captain Stash's where we are right now, all of Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia down to the Shenandoahs at Rockfish Gap, and then from Springer Mountain in Georgia up to the end of the Smokies, which is right 30 miles south of Hot Springs. So that leaves me this area up to Rockfish Gap at Waynesboro, and then New Hampshire and Maine to Katahdin. So I'm going to be almost exactly at halfway of doing the whole thing. So in 4 years, I mean, through hikers do it in 6 months, but 4 years, pretty good to me. And this is the hiker barn. Hey, this is where these buddies slept last night. Guys, give your names and where you're from.
Yeah, we were inside and dry. I'm Tio.
And you're from Massachusetts, right?
No, I'm from Virginia.
Virginia.
Steel Cowboy, Massachusetts.
Hey, I'm Duncan from Ottawa, Canada.
Awesome. So these guys stayed dried, and they're buddies, and they've got their wives resupplying them, and they're doing. I'm sorry?
That's cool.
That is cool. It's very cool. And the wives are out probably antiquing and sightseeing while you guys are doing this.
Baking classes, yeah. There might be a wine tour there, maybe.
Awesome.
They're having, a sauna or 2.
That's cool.
Just so keeps us out of trouble.
Well, this looked like a real dry place for you
It
guys.
stayed dry, yep.
There's just a tone of jealousy in there, Sugar Bear, but we understand why.
No, it's good. I find it very hard sleeping on the hard ground. But you were dry and I was not, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm just hanging around here waiting for Pokey Stogie to come up, and we'll talk at you later. And by the way, that Privy Trail Angels that Captain Stash and Scooter are have toilet paper and hand sanitizer there for us. It's amazing.
Everything's set fiber.
Yes.
We got to do some of the work.
Yeah. Now these look like major antique old light. Oh, look at these.
I believe they are.
Yes. Oh, major antique lights. They look like they're probably from the 30s or earlier.
I believe they are.
Amazing. Correct. These are Model T parts and Model T lamps. Look at this.
And what you're looking at down there is probably the chassis.
Oh,
leaf
yeah.
springs to Model T.
Wow. And probably the toolbox too. I'm not even trying to. Oh. Probably a Model T toolbox. Wow. That's amazing. And they keep going on. We had some, looks like Model T wheels. Hey guys, look at this. The hand crank.
Yeah, he's got the hand crank in there.
And the floorboard, the sideboard. The axles, wow. The windows,
It's got a lot of nice parts.
a lot of nice parts.
Right there on that shelf.
Wow. And is that the steering wheel over there?
I can't make it out.
Looks like it may be the steering wheel. Wow, Captain Stash has another hobby. He's got his, he's a sailor and he's got his boat here on trailer. Yeah.
Amazing.
Come on, Pokey, show up. Where are you? You got to pass by here. It's 10:30 in the morning. So I'm leaving Captain Stash and Scooter's Trail Angel Haven in West Hartford, Connecticut. Been here since 5 o'clock yesterday evening, and it's 5 o'clock this evening. So 24 hours later exactly, I am leaving because yesterday at the Happy Hill shelter, Pokey Stogie left me. And he went ahead in the rain and was saying that he probably wouldn't make it as far as where we are right now. He thought that he was not feeling right, and he's been going slow and was going to stop one of the river crossings further behind. And so when I got here and I didn't see him at the river crossings, I kind of thought, well, I expected to see him here. Maybe he would have made it to Captain Stash's, and he wasn't there. So in my eye, since he has been complaining about his health issues, he was still back behind me. So I immediately sent a photo and a text, so when he got the text he knew where I was. And then in the morning I went ahead and put a little sign saying Pokey Stogie with an arrow in, and I did that at 8 in the morning. So until about noon I was kind of kept on looking, expecting him to bound the corner, and starting to get real concerned. So at noon I went back to the water holes, and about a quarter of a mile get to the last one, I finally get a text from him saying, I'm not behind you, I'm in front of you. So he blew by me, and I've lost a whole day of hiking on the trail, but I did 7 miles, 3.5 back up there and 3.5 back. So it's 5 in the evening, and I'm starting, and I got a text from him saying at 3:30 he was at the Thistle Hill shelter and was going to hike until 6. So 2.5 hours hiking. That puts him about 7.5 miles away from me right now. So I got my head beams out, and it looks like I'm going to be doing some night hiking. So there's not going to be much video of the area I'm about to cross. Okay, putting the camera up and starting to trek and pull to the woods. See you in a little bit. Hey chicks. Hey buddies. Vermont. That's why they call it Vermont. I'm guessing that Poke's about 7 miles ahead of me. So I'm not going to try to do the 7 miles tonight, but I don't know. We'll see what we get done. Gonna be a steep one, 500-foot elevation to the top of this mountain. Oh man. You know, this tree's been down long. You can tell by the way that the mushrooms are growing. Captain Stash and Scooter told me this morning about the property boundaries being way up here, and they're right. This is 750 feet above where they said that. And this must have been some really, really rugged farmers and settlers to be doing stuff way up here. It's still another 200 feet up to the top of this mountain. Wow, and it's 6 o'clock. So it's going to be a late night, a long and late night. Almost at the top. It's supposed to be a spot with limited easterly views up ahead. Kind of a nice view. Yep. Limited, but still pretty nice. 7 o'clock, and I started at 5, gotten 2.4 miles in so far, so I'm a little over a mile an hour, almost a mile and a half an hour. No, mile and a quarter an hour, sorry. But I'm gonna keep going probably for another 2 hours and then find a stealth spot on the side of the trail to hammock. I'll get y'all down the trail. Okay, I gotta put the camera down. Too technical and too steep to be doing videotaping. Let's see. It says up. Okay, up. We're up. You're up. Up again. Again, too technical to keep videotaping. So I am putting the camera away. Oh, it's a little muddy here. Nice water, nice spring water. Another downed blaze. See those glowing eyes? Probably deer, but kind of creepy. Waiting on a white blaze. Hadn't seen one in a while. But I know this is the trail. This has got to be. Come on, white blaze. Okay, you see it? It's a little bit before 1 a.m. On top of the almost 7 miles looking for pokey. I am 6 miles up, most of it night hiking, and I'm about 3.4 miles from Old Blue. I just set up my hammock without the fly on the side of a mountain, and I'm slap tired. I need to get some shut-eye. Talk at y'all.